costume. I'm gonna try something out a little bit different today, and maybe you can see like in first person what I'm doing while I'm gluing the feathers that I made last night, 2 nights ago, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so these are all the feathers that I made a few nights ago. I have around 200. I might need more. We'll see how this session goes, and if I need to, I'll cut more up. It was a little bit long to do, but it wasn't hard, so it doesn't matter if I need to cut more. I can handle that. I'm gonna start with the bottom row. That way we can superimpose, like layer all the feathers on top of one another, and it should look pretty good. So I need to start with the bottom row here. Over here it's going to be more like the teal ones, and here it's going to be blue ones. They're a little bit longer. I cut them a teensy bit longer than the other ones, as you can see here, because these are going to go on the tips like this. So let's just figure out if I can manage with only the quantity that I have here. See, this would be perfect for one row. I would like to put another full row of these. Let me be organized here. Okay. So this is gonna go like this. So I'm definitely gonna need more. So what I'm gonna do is I have a whole other pack of foam that I haven't cut into, so I'm gonna cut the other ones. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to use those 200 feathers, and I'm gonna put 100 on one side of this wing and the other 100 on the other side, and then I'm gonna cut up another batch of 200 feathers for the other wing. But so for today, I'm going to just glue these on the wing so you can see what it looks like. The idea is to make sure that the frame isn't visible. So you need to make those feathers go like outside. This is much quicker than, than cutting them. I don't want to use too much glue because I might run out. I'm just gonna walk around with them mostly, so just need to be that sturdy. Try to put the glue like where the middle of the feather is, that way the sides can still move around. I'm gonna try and put them like way over the side here. Farther for the last feathers here on the way over there like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Okay, so tier 2. Okay, this is better. Round 2. I have one left over. This looks good. Just a little bit of glue over here. I probably won't need as many yellow and pink feathers. So before I go any further with this, I'll go into the other room and I'll check how I can make these fit on my back. I'm gonna tie them together here in the middle so you can maybe move a little bit like this so they can be a little bit more comfortable. So I'm gonna look at what I have. I think I have elastic somewhere, maybe some old suspenders I can use to clip something quickly and easily. Just improvise like I always do. And it's probably gonna come here also, like I'll make it pass through this thing here and it's going to be concealed with the rest of the feathers. That's why I didn't do all the feathers up here yet. I just wanted to do the bottom so I could see what it looked like. Now I can lift these up a little bit so they kind of look more like ruffled. I think that's going to be fine. So yeah, I'm going to explore for this and I'll come back and I'll glue the rest of these. Okay, so I tied them in the middle like this and goes all the way to the other side. And I tied it in the middle so it wouldn't move around. So it's, you know, it's still flexible. It can move a little bit like this if I need it to. See, they're pretty big. I want them to be around here in my back. Yeah, I have an idea where I'm gonna put my elastics. So after about half an hour of fiddling and swearing, I ended up actually drilling holes in the bottom of my structure here, and I tied this up together because they moved too much crisscross like this, and I stapled some elastic band. So I'm gonna wear it a little bit like a backpack. I tried crisscross, it didn't work properly. It would make the wings go really weird and go downwards and not move properly. But this was really the big cincher here. It was really necessary to tie them in the bottom also, so at least they still can move. They're gonna still be not too stiff on my back. That was the idea, but at the same time they won't move, you know, like this too much. So they can still move like this, but they can't crisscross like this anymore, because they would just fall down. They would just like be super droopy, and I didn't want that. So this is gonna work fine, and I'm gonna finish gluing the feathers, and I'm gonna, you know, hide the staples here and hide this the laces here in the middle with the feathers. So it should look pretty good in the end. We'll see. So I actually finished one side. This is what it looks like. So yeah, so I still have another side to go. I'm gonna need to cut more feathers. I'm gonna move on to the breastplate now because I need this to get moving, and the feathers, you know, I pretty much know how to do them. I know about what amount of time that is left for me to do that part, but I really need to work on the headdress, the breastplate, and the tail. So yeah, let's get going on that. I'm gonna need a little help from my friend here for this part. I have a bit of old cardboard, old craft paper. I'll see if I can't just do like an outline of what I want it to look like, and then I can cut it and see what I can do with the foam. So I made the outline like way more heavy. Let me just take a little bit of this here and some tape. I have tape. I have to get my pins. Sorry, lady. That's for now. this will be my pattern. This looks professional, doesn't it? Yeah, it's fine. I bought this 4mm thick foam. It's way thicker than the one I'm using for the feathers. And like this, it's not quite wide enough. I may need to improvise. What? Improvisation? I never do that. Okay. So let's find where the middle is. Let's just go right up till the edge. Trace this. I'm actually not really writing on the foam, I'm just making a dent that I'm going to be able to see and cut over. I could use either chalk or something to see it, but like this it's going to be fine. Okay. I put a little bit of extra here because I want it to overlap and I want to be able to put something like Velcro or something so I can tie it in the back. I'm going to do the same thing over here. So this, make sure this is okay. I might put a lot of extra just to make sure, you know, because once you put it on your body sometimes it looks a little bit different. So let me just like finish this curve. I'd rather have a little bit too much than not enough. So I'm gonna cook it like that. For the headdress, Swiftwind has a type of mask that goes over his muzzle, I guess. It's a horse. And over his eyes. Now, I'm not going to wear something over my eyes. I'm not going to do cutouts and stuff like that. It's going to be way too complicated. And I don't want to have anything in my face during the day. So I'm going to scooch it up a little bit on my forehead. This is the piece that was in the middle of this here that I cut. So I'm going to reuse this piece to do the headdress. So I already went into the bathroom and I put it on my face and I did some, I don't think you're going to see, but I did some lines. So this is going to be like the middle of my face. I'm not going to cut there, but I'm going to cut horizontal lines on each side. You know, I'm going to do like a few cuts and I'm going to try and mold it so it kind of molds better to my head. Also, I need like a base to put the unicorn horns. Anyway, I'm going to explore a little bit, but I'm probably not going to film it because I'm really going to improvise a lot, and I'll see you on the other side. I drew with chalk where I was going to cut it according to what it looks like on the horse. We're going to paint this and this so it matches. So for the horn, I'm gonna use this cardboard. So the aluminum foil is basically to give it a little bit, like this is the base. The aluminum foil will give it a little bit of texture, and I'll be able also to form a base that's going to go under this. It's going to come out here. So this is a bit long, so I might just cut it like here maybe. So I'm going to fashion like this little base. Approximately this is the right size. I'm gonna cut this out. There we go. Test this out. Ouch. Oh, I'm getting too old for this. So I'm going to do the Mod Podge on it. So I have my Mod Podge. I use this old tissue paper for it. It works pretty good. I don't have to do a lot of layers. I'll just do a few. Okay, I'll use this scrap of cardboard to not get Mod Podge everywhere. Good, good. I'm gonna try not to get it everywhere because it's a pain to clean up. I'm gonna start at the base. I'm gonna lay this as flat as I can, but I do like a little bit of texture. Also, once it's wet with the Mod Podge, it's really easy to mold it like you want. Kind of, it almost like melts. Take out the excess a little bit because I want it to dry pretty fast. I need this in 2 days, so I want to be able to paint it tomorrow. So it needs to dry pretty fast. Okay, so I'm gonna put another round of this on the base, and then I'm gonna do the rest, and probably just one coat, one layer will be more than enough. I just want a base that I'm going to be able to paint. Like, I can't paint on the aluminum directly, but I can paint on this, on the paper and Mod Podge. Okay, now that that's done, I'm gonna paint the headdress and the base and the breastplate. So, magenta, not too much, I always use too much. And some white. bright pink. Well, I think it's gonna be fine. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna venture already with a second coat because it's getting late and I want to finish this. And while we're waiting for this paint to dry, I'm gonna take care of these. So I'm just gonna paint the front part of these, the bottoms here of the soles in the front only, for the hoof part. So I'm gonna start by removing any oils or debris with a little alcohol. Tape where I want it to be. So, want to be just under. Like, should I? Yeah, I'm gonna follow this line here. With this one. I keep choosing the rounded ones. I don't know why. Oh no. Okay. I don't usually work on the floor like this, but my setup is all over the place right now. We're waiting for the contractors to come in and fix our floor, so I'm kind of stuck. Put some saran wrap on this, and I'll wait for it to dry, and I'll do a second coat once it's dry. So I don't know if you caught on, but I'm really crunching this tonight because I only have tonight left and tomorrow night. And tomorrow night I just want to be able to assemble most of it. You know, just finishing touches. I'm definitely gonna have to paint the unicorn horn tomorrow, so I don't want to have too much to do at the last minute. So all the paint will be done tonight except for the unicorn horn. I will finish the wings. I have like a whole batch of feathers still to cut and to glue. So technically tomorrow I will be able to show you.
They all back home.